Hello, my name's Andrew Brooks. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This episode, we're going to be looking at odds and sods in my McCartney collection. Enjoy! As I said, thank you very much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Big hello to all the new subscribers and all the new viewers. And if you're not a subscriber yet, all you need to do is just sort of click down here. There's a little box for you to click on and you'll instantly hear about any of the new videos. Anyway, moving on to today's episode. Now, I was thinking to myself, what can I talk to you about today? And then I suddenly had this brainwave of McCartney 12-inch singles. And I thought, there's a few obscurities in there. So I dutifully got down all my 12-inch singles, McCartney 12-inch singles from my rack. And there was loads of them. And I thought this video is going to be way too long. So I need to sort of trim it down a little bit. So I thought I would just concentrate on those little oddities that McCartney released. Picture discs, shaped discs, one-sided discs. And I just thought I'd concentrate on those, so it won't be too long a video for you to have to sit through. Anyway, so I just sort of, as I say, pulled them out and just sort of made little notes of their release dates. Now, the first one I think I've shown you before, and it's a one-sided disc, and I'm going to do these in chronological order. So here we have a copy of No More Lonely Nights Mole Mix. It's a one-sided disc. There was only 150 of them made, and it's a totally different mix of No More Lonely Nights, and if you search YouTube you'll easily find it. But this is an original, and it's just one of them oddities. Obviously No More Lonely Nights, big hit, lots of different versions, mind you, and I'm going to show you another one in a minute, but there was so many different versions. In fact, that's probably a video all to itself. But that's the first one. No More Lonely Nights. No More Lonely Nights Mole Mix. Sticking with the No More Lonely Nights theme. Now we have this. This is the 12-inch picture disc of said song. And on the B side, I'll turn it over for you. There we are. Another scene from No More Lonely Nights. Now, this was issued in, it says here, the 24th of September 1984, and I'm guessing the Mole Mix came out a little bit before that, because obviously it was like a promo thing. They wanted to try and push this. So yeah, there we go. November 84, we got the picture disc. Now obviously with No More Lonely Nights coming from the movie Give My Regards to Broad Street, don't get me wrong, I love the movie. It's got some great bits in it. It's a real turkey, it's a real stinker, but I love certain little bits from it. I love Eleanor's Dream, I love the new tracks. No More Lonely Nights is my favourite McCartney song anyway, so yeah, of course I'm going to love it. But the B movie that came with it, because back then we used to get 2 movies for the price of one, was Rupert Bear and the Frog Chorus. And of course, there we have the original 1984. It came out, let me have a look, 3rd of December 84. Yeah, Paul plugged this quite heavily on BBC and children's TV. So I saw him at the BBC studios quite a bit during this period. And that's the B-side there. So that's the A-side. So this is the original 84, and I'll come on to the newer version at the end. Yeah, it's a nice shaped picture disc, as you can see. Not my favourite McCartney song, but all the same, it's a nice little collection thing to have. So moving on to the next year, again another movie sort of related track that he put out was from the movie Spies Like Us with Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase, and he wrote well, it turned out it wasn't the theme song at all. It only appeared at the end of the movie. But anyway, he wrote a song called Spies Like Us. And once again, we have a picture disc, 12-inch picture disc of it. All these are, I should say, 12-inch, 10-inch or odd-shaped discs. So there's no 7 inches in here. That's a separate video all to itself. So as you can see, great little shot there. And then on the B side, got some stills from the video, which accompanied the tune when it was shown on TV. It's quite amusing, I guess. seen it a couple of times, you don't need to see it again really. Anyway, moving on to the next year. Oh no, sorry, following on from that, another release from Spies Like Us came in the shape of a shaped disc. Now, as you can see, it's sort of all cut out around here, and maybe I should take it out to show you. Oh, actually, the B-side, I think, is I'm going to take it out of the wrapper just for you people. Okay, here we go. Bear with me, it's coming. Okay, here we go. So that's the shaped disc, and it is the 7-inch single, but it's a shaped disc, hence I've included it in the in this video. And that's like a little collage of photos from the promo video that accompanied the song. So that's the shaped picture disc of Spies Like Us, and that came out a week later. The original 12-inch excuse me, came out on the 2nd of December 85, and that one came out a week later on the 9th of December. Okay, moving on now to August 86, and Press to Play was the album and Press was the single. Lots of different versions of it, 12-inch, 7-inch, but here we have a 10-inch version of the single Press, and obviously the usual very nice photo of Paul on the back. I'll open it up for you because it does sort of like open up rather nice. So let me unfold it carefully. There we go. So there we have it, and then it unfolds there to reveal another picture of Paul, which then unfolds there, and there we have the 10-inch single of Press. I'll close it back up and put it back in its little case like that and like that. So yeah, there we go. It's quite a nice little item. Now that came out on the 18th of August 86. Then there was a huge gap. Well, I say huge because there's a huger one later, but huge gap from 86 all the way to 89. Now obviously he did release singles in between those periods, but there was no real oddities or funny shapes or anything like that until we get to November 1989, and I couldn't actually track down a proper full release date for this. Again, I'm going to open it up for you, and here it is. It's figure of 8, and there was once again a plethora of it's not going to come out, is it? Let me release it. There we go. A plethora of singles, 7-inch, 12-inch, and this one, which came as a limited edition etch disc. So it had figure of 8 and Où le Soleil on one side here, but when you turn it over on the reverse, as you can see, it's etched with that same picture that's from the actually it's come out really well, very impressed with that. That's the picture from the cover. There we are. So yeah, that came out in, when was that, 89, November 89. And then we have another big gap in between sort of odd releases. Now, McCartney put out an album called Twin Freaks under the pseudonym Twin Freaks. It was never labelled as his, but once again we have a single from it called Really Love You, Twin Freaks there. But when I take it out of the nice sleeve that it's in, so that's the label there. Turn it over, and as you can see, I'm going to try and do like I did before, if I can get it. Yeah, it's sort of etched with weird designs on the back. So yeah, that's Twin Freaks, Really Love You. Now that came out on the 7th of June in 2005. So you know, that's a fair old jump from the last issue. And then we had another shaped disc, and this is from Memory Almost Full, and this came out on the 30th of July 2007, and it's the shaped version of Dance the Night. There we are. It's got a very nice cardboard back into it, but when you actually take the record out of the sleeve, so that's the the backing that it has on it. And there we are. So that's the shaped disc, Dance Tonight, and then on the reverse it literally just says Paul McCartney, Dance Tonight. So that is a 7-inch single. However, again, it is shaped, hence it's included in this video. Okay, so that was 2007. Now we have a massive jump. No more odd releases until we get to January 2015. It was actually December 14 when the track came out, but they actually issued it on vinyl in January of the next year. And the only reason I've included it is because it's not shaped, it's not etched or anything like that, but it's an oddity because McCartney, to my knowledge, has never actually, I've just thought of one, has never put his music to a video game. But of course there was Give My Regards to Broad Street video game. However, I think this one is vastly superior. So here we have Hope for the Future, Paul McCartney, and it's featured in the game Destiny. Never played it. I like playing computer games, but I've never played Destiny. And there we go. And that's the B-side. You can get this. You can get this on YouTube if you listen to it, or Spotify or whatever. It's the song Hope for the Future. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different mixes on it. So yeah, if you haven't got it, check it out. It's quite interesting. And as I say, that came out in January 2015. Now in November, 27th of November 2015, there was a record store day. I think it might have been a Black Friday, looking at the date, Black Friday release and by McCartney, and that was in the shape of Say Say Say. Now again, this has already been issued as a single many years ago, obviously back in the 80s, and that's the B-side there. But the reason I've decided to include this, as I say, it is an oddity because the vocals are reversed. So most of them are reversed. So when you listen to the regular Say 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 track, when Paul sings a line and then Michael sings a line, they're reversed on here. So if you're clever enough, I'm pretty sure someone out there could actually have a solo Say Say Say. Just take the Michael Jackson bits out, stick Paul's vocal in from this. Hey presto, you've got a solo version of Say Say Say. And there's a couple of mixes on here. 2015 remix by George Martin, and remix by Mark Spike Scent, and Say 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 instrumental, and that was a remix by Jeff Emerick. There we are. So that's quite nice. It's quite a nice track if you get a chance to listen to it. It's you start going through the track in your mind, and then all of a sudden you realise, hang on a minute, the wrong person's singing the wrong line. Anyway, moving on to 27th of May 2016, and again another odd release because we had a Wings release, Paul McCartney and Wings. There we are, 1985. It's a 12-inch single. There's about 3 different edits, mixes on here, so hence I've included it because it's just sort of an oddity. You know, why would McCartney suddenly put this out? But there we are. So yeah, that was 27th of May 16. I believe that was a record store day issue. So there we are. And then the final one, the last one of the video, was 6th of November 2020. And as I said, we've already seen it once before today, but for the 150th anniversary of Rupert Bear, there we go. Sorry, did I say 150? 100th anniversary of Rupert Bear. McCartney only goes and reissues the frog chorus. So on the back, there we have a sticker on the back, happy 100th birthday, Rupert. And instead of coming in the plastic sleeve that it came in before, it now comes in this very nice cardboard sleeve, which you can, if you're very careful, undo. And it comes with a very nice poster of the pictures from Paul, and just waiting for Rupert to be superimposed in there. And of course we've got the record. There we go. And if I take it out, you'll see it's exactly the same shape as the old one. Now the only difference is, how can you tell the difference? Besides, if you find one without cardboard sleeve, how can you tell the difference between that one that one. If you check the run out groove on this one, it actually says happy birthday or many happy returns, Rupert. So that's how you check. But I think it's quite cool, actually. Very nice surprise to when I heard that was being re-released. Anyway, yeah, as I say, the 12-inch singles would have been a totally different video to this one, and quite a long one. I might do them just in little chunks, but that's for another time. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please comment. I read all the comments. I reply to the ones that I think need replying to, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.